Well, hello there, friends and kin. Welcome to Sundee Service, albeit a little belated. This week it's more like Monday service, but it's okay. Better late than never, right? It's a pleasure to see you all. I hope you're doing well. The as the popular kids are saying, spooky season is upon us, and I thoroughly love this time of year, and not just because of the Halloween antics. It's the change in the air. The air becomes a little easier to breathe. Breeze gets a little cooler. Days start getting a little shorter. Autumn here where I live is kind of like the land's sigh of relief after being blasted with heat and humidity for a good solid 3 to 4 months. And as the land sighs in relief, so do most of the land's children. Very much so included as myself. And today we're enjoying a brick house Bricktoberfest, one of their seasonal limited edition treats. The reading for today is going to be a James D original. So this is I call it my journal of necromancy. While I don't consider myself a necromancer proper, to me the art of necromancy is the art of working with the deceased, inviting spirits of the departed to work with you and communicate with you. And that's my usage of the word, or how I use it anyway. And with my own personal journals, I do like to get a little decorative, add some visual art. And this one is pretty new. I just started it, but it's going to contain a record of my experiences communicating with the ancestors and any endeavors I undertake to work with them. And so there are the first few entries are what I'm going to share with you for the reading today, and it sort of lays the groundwork for the foundation of my attitude and my perspectives in working with the dead. Why I seek them out, why I wish to connect with them, ultimately what I want from them. And the opening page in this journal reads, "Hallowed be the mighty dead, within our blood, in the soil we tread. Whisper they upon the wind, the bridge between, let us now mend." This particular passage was originally written in another journal, but I included it here as a sort of dedication because, again, it sort of sets the tone for how I approach working with the ancestors. And it was written in November. It was written on November 23rd of 2022. I'd like to think that in death we see each other more clearly, that the shedding of the flesh breaks down divisive barriers, enabling us to see one another for who we really are. Once we have this clarity, things like color, language, religion, and nationality no longer carry the same weight, if any at all. At times when the veil is thin, it is my prayer that the dead impart such clarity of vision upon us that in life we may learn to see beyond the trivial and comprehend the truly substantial. And this is my address to the ancestors. My apologies, my brick house seems to be trying to go out on me. Hail the ancestors, those who came before, those whose blood is in my veins, those who dwelt upon the soil beneath my feet, those whose lives and deeds inspire my heart and mind, stirring the awen of my soul. I invite you to know me. I seek to know you. Let us know one another and celebrate our bond. Impart unto me your wisdom, and in return I give you continuity. Show me both victory and defeat, all that you have known, that I may carry on the best of you and leave behind the worst. Let me carry on your hopes and dreams. Remove from me your vices and vendettas. Forgive me my shortcomings, and I will forgive you yours. Let us heal one another. Let us journey forward together. Hail, ancestors of blood. Hail, ancestors of the land. Hail, ancestors of deeds. There's some deep things to ponder on in those words, at least for me, which is why I wrote them down. I don't believe ancestry is strictly about blood. And we get into some gray space when we start going down this road that I'm getting ready to lay out for you. And part of our individual journeys is figuring out where our personal boundaries are, to start with anyway. And I think as we go along this path, we end up finding what we truly believe in and what we truly stand for. And those can be very ennobling discoveries. But then there's also humility. And that's being able to see where our predecessors went wrong and being able to identify those same tendencies in ourselves. And I think a truly decent person does everything in their power to not repeat the same mistakes. We're here to create all new ones. That way those that come after us have fresh lessons to learn. But again, the ancestry is not just about blood. It's also about the land, about the people that lived before you on the very ground that you dwell upon. And while I'm sure there may be many blood ancestors in that soil, there's also plenty that aren't. A virtue of mine that in many circles is not a very popular opinion is that simply by virtue of sharing the same land as those who previously dwelt upon it, we become woven into one another's heritage, even when we're not blood. We're connected, for good and for ill. And that's when you start diving into that history that has some pretty unpleasant chapters to it. And that's an understatement. But as the living, we have the capability to replace horrific chapters with better chapters. And if we're good people, I think that's what we strive to do. Then there's ancestors of deed, people whose lives and achievements and ideas inspire us. They're ancestors of mind, ancestors of thought. Could even say ancestors of spirit. There are plenty of people whose thoughts and ideas inspire me that live on the other side of the world and I have absolutely no blood relation to, but yet they gave me something, whether that was some sort of philosophical clarity or something that helped motivate me to get me through difficult times. So they're definitely ancestors in a way too. And there are plenty of people that fall under all three categories. Their blood, we're connected by the land, and we're connected by ideas. But there's plenty of people that are only in one category or another. No matter what category they fall under, they're all important. And understanding how we're connected to them and celebrating that connection, I think, is empowering to us. And it gives the dead continuity, the word I used in that passage. It gives them a continuation in this world, even if it's just keeping their ideas alive, even if it's just keeping their memories alive, learning about them, appreciating their accomplishments, identifying times they fell short, and how we can try to do better. With that being said, I wish you the best in pursuing a connection with your own ancestors. It's a very eye-opening, humbling, and empowering journey. And it'll definitely feature into more content on my channel as we go forward. And that's where I'm going to leave you, friends and kin. I hope you have a blessed day. It's always a pleasure to see you. And we'll see you soon.